Salamta, Salamta, Tina Yustaline. Greetings, greetings. This is your Wyndham Ras Sahar Ha Tafarai, greeting you in the name of King of Kings, Kidamawe Haile Selassie. And as always, our Black Master and Savior, Getachim and Hanatachin Yeshua HaMoshiach. All right, real quick. This is a quick video just on extraterrestrial. As you know, everybody's been talking about this extraterrestrial stuff. And it's kind of misconstrued, mixed up. So let me bring forth this thought. Okay, so real quick, when they talk about extraterrestrials and things like that, they usually talk about, space creatures and things from so-called outer space and different planets and things like that, right? So we know, not all of us, but those of us who believe and confirm the dome over the earth, right? And this is just, they got different pics of what it actually is, but you get the picture. I'm just using this for reference. So there's a dome over the earth, according to the scriptures, and the stars are in the firmament. So they're inside this firmament. They're not way out here. They're not 93 million miles away and 3,000 light years, and all. That's all BS. They're all right here. And we know that the sun and the moon are under this dome, and they rotate around the earth. So I'm only saying that to say, okay, we're supposed to be aliens. They're supposed to come from out of here, outer space or whatever. But let's just first break down this term, extraterrestrial. Terrestrial. So if we look at terrestrial in the online word etymology dictionary, it says it's extraterrestrial. We'll get to that though, but it says terrestrial. So terrestrial is late 14th century or pertaining to the earth. The earth. Terrestrial is the earth, pertaining to the earth, with plus from Latin terrestris, earthy, earthly of the earth, on land, from terra, earth, terrestrial. That's the earth. So something that would be an extraterrestrial, either a mountain or someone. If someone is an extraterrestrial, there's someone who lives either in a lot of land, or they own a lot of land, or to that effect. But what if? Well, let me get to this terrestrial. So terrestrial is the earth, it's the land, right? So if it's the land, it definitely is it's not from so-called outer space, right? Not from so-called outer space, if it's terrestrial. Now, back to the flat earth and everything, they got different pictures to simulate, earth. Now, it's supposed to be the earth, right? This is supposed to be ice walls, right? These are supposed to be ice walls, but let me get something a little more clear if I can. Okay, no, I'm not gonna even go and look about that. All right, let me see. We got these ones, got that one. Okay, so this is the earth, right? And this will be Antarctica. This inner ice wall right here will be Antarctica, right? This would be, land. Now these don't mean the land actually looks like this, but we're just saying there's land here and there's land on the outside of this ice wall. So all this right here is terrestrial. The land is terrestrial. And we, so-called being in this inner ice wall, and these other lands on the other side of the ice wall, because this would be the main ice wall up here, right? This would be the main ice wall that would be the borders of heaven, or the borders of the dome. So you got this ice wall here, which they call Antarctica, which they try to tell us is a continent on the bottom of the earth or whatever. But this would be Antarctica. So all these lands right here would be extraterrestrial. They're extra lands on the earth. So by definition, an extraterrestrial is something or someone from these extra territories, these extra lands. Ta-da, earth, right? Yovas. So little spaceships they have flying, some of that, American and, what I'm saying, man-made. But in the other ones, they don't know, they'll be zipping through the air. They may come from these different lands. So they would be extraterrestrial. But the UFOs, remember, UFO doesn't mean something from outer space. A UFO means you haven't identified what you just witnessed flying through the air. Unidentified flying object. So if somebody throw a rock and the rock go across your face, at first you're not going to know what it is, but once it hits something to land on the ground, you're going to see it was a rock. But at the time, it could be a bird, anything flying in front of your face. If you're not recognizing what it is when you see it, then it's unidentified. Bird, kite, mouse, rat, anything falling in front of you, whatever, in the air, because it's flying. Unidentified flying object. It could be anything. It could be a shoe flying past you. But until you identify it as a shoe, it's unidentified. So unidentified flying object, a UFO, does not mean something from so-called outer space. It just means that it is not identified. They don't know what it is. So real quick, extraterrestrial don't mean from outer space. If it's from outer space, it'd be celestial. Celestial, celestial, celestial. Look up celestial. Pertaining to the sky or visible heavens, pertaining to Christian or pagan heaven, from Old English celestial, celestial, basically heaven. The skies up in the, the solar system and all that. And speaking of the solar system, let me go back to this right quick. You notice how if this is the earth and we got this ice wall, maybe there's another ice wall here, but this ice wall here, just these two, or it could be like this. See, this one got 3 ice wall here. Then you got extraterrestrials out here, extra land, extra terra, extra territory. Then you got another ice wall. Then you got extra territory. Now the thing about this is some of these lands, right? They're named Mars, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter. These they got other names too, but these are the names of some of these lands. So when you're seeing those pictures they're talking about on Mars, yeah, they could be here. They're not in space somewhere. But for all the records are showing, they're up in Canada with that terrain and everything from Mars. Everything is shot up there. But the bottom line is, when you look at this, and then you look at how they tell us that the solar system is, it kind of looks familiar, don't it? But they put the sun, because of sun worship, they put the sun in the middle. Then they make up all these planets to say go around, but it kind of looks just like this, doesn't it? But what we call our 7 continents would be in the middle. Here they got sun worship, so they want everything to revolve around the sun, which it doesn't. I heard somebody say, well, Nibiru's coming, and Nibiru's going to come, and it's going to pass between the earth and the sun. That's foolishness. Ain't no stars up there coming down passing between the earth and the sun. That's dumb. Then I heard him say, well, the moon is a blood moon because the reflection of Nibiru is going to shine on, is going to be on the moon. So Nibiru is a metal planet, or what? How is it going to how's the reflection of a planet going to reflect on the moon? That don't even make sense. But this is a quick video. I'm just putting this in the thought process. Don't be fooled. Sometimes they tell us without telling us, because they know. extraterrestrials come from any other land, any other territory that's not in our vicinity. Shalom. And remember, support the Line of Judah Society, Ras Sahar Foundation, LOJ.org, LOJSociety.org of His Imperial Majesty, and always please support Ethiopian World Federation. Shalom.